Somebody went full porcupine. He may or may not have gotten a little overzealous. We'll find out in time. What do you think? Did he put enough staples in or not enough staples in? What do you think, John? Did you put enough in?
I think so.
You think so? Alright. Are you an expert at this now?
I don't know.
Fully YouTube certified?
I've been only doing this for half an hour, so I guess yes.
Okay. Hi guys, it's January here in Maine, and on Redneck Computer Geek, that means experiments.
Experiments! So
what we got for an experiment, John?
We're going to be trying to fix this hood right here with a 50-gallon bucket thing. So we're going to slice out some of this plastic. And there's this hole right here. Now we put a piece of paper in and we traced it. So we're going to have some of that plastic in right here, and we're going to be using this right here.
Excellent. So a lot of you guys have asked me my opinion on these staple, welder, wave staple. There's 3 billion different Chinesium names for these things, including they are advertised as a plastic welding gun, but yet they're not plastic welders. They're actually wave staples for being able to put them together. So this machine's been in the back here, and part of the reason is we haven't decided what to do with it until basically now. All of the parts for this machine are in the unobtainium category, which means that to do anything on this, it is full custom work because it was mangled before we got it. When we originally agreed to take the machine, the hood was in not as bad condition. But life happens, and it got mangled on that side, got mangled over here. There's a crack all the way down through. So we're going to experiment a little bit and see what we think of these Chinesium staple wave thingies, right? Alright, so today's experiment is $30, and I'll also post a link for this. Many people have referenced the fact that I have been welding things together with Folgers cans lids and a propane torch with a little adapter that I taught people how to make, or using rubbery, specifically ones that are rubbery, zip ties. And this works out okay. Now, if in the future we were to have this work out good, and then combine this over the top of it, we'd have some pretty good redneckery here.
The handle's hot, but the tip isn't.
Yeah, John agrees with me that it's really weird, the idea that you stick your fingers right where something gets boiling hot. So he's going to try it. There we go. So you hold it against it. We've got a big crack right here. So you got to put the wave, no, you got to put the wave going across the crack. There you go. So,
and then hold down.
Yep, so you pull the trigger, and it does not take force. Just let it eat in, and then let off and turn. Whoop, too much. Okay, I think you probably missed. Alright, now pull out. Yeah, okay. Well, that was John's first. Little kitty wampus. Now the question, I wonder, is if you put your nozzle back on there, can you heat it up and reseat this side?
Sure, and try.
Okay. Gotta hold it until it starts to melt and then get it in.
Yeah, it's doing what I thought.
Okay. Oh, you did get it to go back in some. There we go. So that experiment proves that you can reheat it after you screw up. So that's good to know. This is probably a lost cause and a waste of time, but we've got a heat gun, we got a chunk of 55-gallon drum, a big hammer and a vise, and we're just kind of heating it up, bending it over, and then we're going to hold it where we think is the right angle. Well, between John's template and my lack of give a damn, we have an attempt at a plastic piece filled in. John's over here setting out some staples. I'm not quite sure what's up with the prison tattoo on his hand. But anyways, he's going to try and do the stapling on this because I've had the flu for the past like 5 days and my hands just are not stable. Okay, so why don't you try and get that corner one first.
So that?
Yep. You entirely missed the end of the white, but that's okay.
No, dude.
Alright, well, you ended up pushing that all the way into there. So I don't know if we can pull it out a little. If I pull it out like that, can you put one right in there? Mm-hmm. Now the white plastic seems to be melting a little bit different than the red, so you're going to have to pay attention when you do it.
Right there.
Okay, pull it out. Alright. That looks to be working okay. Oops, except for I just broke it because I didn't wait long enough. That was my fault. Learning experience, Dad screwed up. Okay. Oh, actually, that wasn't in all the way, John. That was both of us that screwed up. That wasn't actually in. Okay. Why don't you put another one in right here and make sure to burn it really deep into the white piece.
That better be in there.
Okay, so one side note definitely noticeable here is that the white plastic is more rubbery than this is, and so we're having issues with them melting at different times. That's kind of to be expected. You're supposed to have the wave going across both of them. Okay, go ahead. And again, we have no idea what we're doing. We're just trying this to see if this will work. We don't know whether this is actually the right kind of plastic or not. We're just kind of making it up as we go.
Using our imagination.
Yeah, using our imagination, that's right. If I hold that down, can you do that top edge? Mm-hmm. Got to go across it.
Yep. Sorry, my brain says to do that.
Yeah, I know. It seems counterintuitive. There we go. Alright guys, I'm going to use both hands to help him finish it out, and then we'll show you the finished product. John's currently clipping away at this thing because somebody went full porcupine. He may or may not have gotten a little overzealous. We'll find out in time. What do you think? Did he put enough staples in or not enough staples in? What do you think, John? Did you put enough in?
I think so.
You think so? Alright, are you an expert at this now?
I don't know.
Fully YouTube certified?
I've been only doing this for half an hour, so I guess yes.
Okay. Alright, let's try out this. That worked. Well, we didn't break it on 2 drop tests. Hi, John. I'd say it worked out pretty good. What would you give for advice for somebody doing this for the first time? Anything you'd like to pass on?
If you're not using this staple right here,
The really thin one?
yeah, then don't go across like this. If you're using that one, means it defeats the entire purpose of it, unless you're using it in certain areas.
Okay, so what John's getting at is you want to use mostly the big wavy ones so that you crisscross over the top of everything. And then we were using the really long ones in order to bridge where I screwed up on making this. I would say I also agree with John on that. The one other thing that I would pass on is silence. I would say that doing this when you can hear it as it starts to burn in really was helpful. We've left our furnace off the entire time because it makes enough noise you cannot actually hear it burn in. The other thing that we figured out was that you could make custom staples. You could bend the staples around in order to be able to put them wherever you needed to and get them in there. And whatever the metal is they're made out of grinds off extremely fast. So be really careful when you grind back across these, because it takes next to nothing to go through whatever the metal is they're made out of. Hi, John. Was that a fun experiment for January?
Yes!
Would you like to do some more experiments later this month?
Yes.
Hi. What do you say to the people?